What if I told you that the secret to success in business is not hustle, luck, or even money, but something that was discovered over 2,000 years ago? Some of the world's greatest entrepreneurs, from Steve Jobs to Elon Musk, unknowingly use this ancient philosophy. It's called Stoicism, and today I'm going to show you how it can help you build a successful business without stress and burnout. Imagine this: you wake up, check your phone, and suddenly your mind is flooded with stress. Emails, deadlines, client complaints, missed opportunities. Even before getting out of bed, you're already exhausted. The pressure of running a business, making the right decisions, and staying ahead of the competition can feel overwhelming. But what if I told you there's a way to handle all of this without losing your peace of mind? A way to build success without stress, without burnout, and without constantly feeling like you're drowning in problems. The answer lies in a 2,000-year-old philosophy called Stoicism. Most people think being stoic means being emotionless, cold, or robotic, but that's not true. Stoicism is not about suppressing your emotions. It's about mastering them. It's about training your mind to stay calm, no matter what happens around you. It teaches you to focus only on what you can control and to let go of everything else. As an entrepreneur, you face challenges every single day. Some days are great, but other days feel like everything is falling apart. Employees quit, deals fail. Unexpected problems hit you when you least expect them. And in those moments, your reaction determines your success. Do you panic? Do you get frustrated? Or do you stay composed, think clearly, and make the best possible decision? The greatest leaders in history, from Roman emperors to modern-day billionaires, have used Stoicism to guide their decisions. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor, ruled an entire empire while dealing with wars, betrayals, and a deadly plague. Yet he never lost control of his emotions. Instead of complaining, he trained his mind to stay strong, to focus on solutions instead of problems. Today, people like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Warren Buffett use the same mindset to run their businesses. They don't let emotions cloud their judgment. They don't waste time worrying about things they can't control. Instead, they focus on what truly matters: their decisions, their actions, and their mindset. Stress is the biggest enemy of success. When you're stressed, you don't think clearly. Your emotions take over, and instead of making smart decisions, you react impulsively. You waste energy on things that don't matter. You worry about things that are out of your hands, and in the process, you burn out. That's why so many entrepreneurs fail, not because they don't have great ideas, but because they let stress destroy them. But here's the truth: stress is not caused by external events. It's caused by how you think about those events. Two people can go through the exact same situation. One will panic and the other will stay calm. The difference? Their mindset. Stoicism teaches you to focus on what you can control and ignore the rest. You can't control the economy, but you can control how you adapt. You can't control your competitors, but you can control how hard you work. You can't control what people think of you, but you can control your own actions. When you start living with this mindset, stress loses its power over you. You stop overreacting. You stop wasting time on things that don't matter. Instead, you channel all your energy into things that actually make a difference. Successful entrepreneurs don't waste time complaining. They don't blame the market, the competition, or external circumstances. They focus on what they can do. If something goes wrong, they ask, what's the next step? They don't dwell on the past. They don't fear failure. They embrace it, because every challenge, every setback is an opportunity to grow. Every obstacle is a lesson that makes you stronger. This is why Stoicism is so powerful. It shifts your perspective. Instead of fearing problems, you start seeing them as challenges to overcome. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, has a rule: Never make important decisions when you're emotional. He understands that emotions cloud judgment. That's why he approaches every problem with logic and patience. No matter how stressful the situation is, he never reacts impulsively. He takes his time, analyzes the situation, and then makes a rational decision. This is a classic Stoic principle. Never react in the heat of the moment. Instead, step back, breathe, and think. Because the calmer you are, the smarter your decisions will be. Another powerful lesson from Stoicism is to detach yourself from outcomes. Most entrepreneurs stress because they are obsessed with results. They constantly worry about success or failure. But here's the truth. You don't control outcomes. You only control your effort. If you focus too much on results, you will always be anxious. But if you focus on the process, on doing your best every single day, success will follow naturally. This is the mindset that separates successful entrepreneurs from those who give up. They don't worry about whether they will succeed or fail. They just focus on showing up, working hard, and improving every day. Elon Musk has faced failure multiple times. His rockets exploded. His companies nearly went bankrupt. People doubted him. But instead of quitting, he kept going. He didn't let failure define him. He learned from it. He improved. And eventually, he succeeded. Because he wasn't attached to immediate success, he was focused on the long-term vision. This is what Stoicism teaches. Success is not about never failing. It's about how you respond to failure. So, how do you apply this in your own business? First, whenever you face a stressful situation, ask yourself, is this in my control? If yes, fix it. If no, let it go. Don't waste energy worrying about things you can't change. Second, when things go wrong, don't complain. Instead, ask, what can I learn from this? Every failure is a lesson. Use it to grow. Third, train your mind to stay calm. Before reacting, take a deep breath. Pause, think, and then respond with logic, not emotion. Most entrepreneurs waste time, energy, and emotions on things they can't control. They stress over the economy, competitors, market trends, and even what people think about them. But the truth is, successful entrepreneurs don't focus on these things. They focus on what they can control. They stay calm, they think logically, and they take smart actions. This is what separates them from the rest. In this section, we'll explore 4 powerful Stoic principles that will help you handle business challenges, stay focused, and build success without stress. The first and most important principle of Stoicism is simple but life-changing. Control what you can, ignore the rest. Imagine you're stuck in traffic on the way to an important meeting. You start getting frustrated, checking your watch, honking the horn. But ask yourself, does your frustration change anything? Can you control the traffic? Number. The only thing you can control is your reaction. You can either stress out or use the time wisely, listen to an audiobook, plan your meeting in your head, or simply relax. The same rule applies to business. You can't control the economy, but you can control how you adapt. You can't control your competitors, but you can control your own innovation and strategies. You can't control what customers say about you, but you can control the quality of your product and service. Focusing on things outside your control is a waste of time and energy. Instead, shift your focus to what you can do right now. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, follows this principle religiously. In the early days of Amazon, he knew he couldn't control the competition or market conditions, but he could control customer satisfaction. Instead of stressing over things outside his hands, he focused on delivering an unmatched customer experience. This decision made Amazon the giant it is today. The takeaway: every time you face a challenge, ask yourself, is this in my control? If yes, take action. If no, let it go. The second principle of Stoicism is embrace challenges as opportunities. Most people see problems as roadblocks, but Stoics see them as tests, chances to grow, learn, and improve. In business, you will always face difficulties. A big client might back out. A competitor might launch a better product. The market might crash. If you react emotionally, you'll panic, make bad decisions, and lose confidence. But if you train yourself to see every problem as an opportunity, you will thrive. One of the best examples of this is Elon Musk. His companies, Tesla and SpaceX, were on the verge of bankruptcy multiple times. He could have given up. He could have said, "The odds are against me." But instead, he embraced the challenge. When Tesla had financial problems, he didn't complain. He worked harder, innovated faster, and pushed through. Now Tesla is a multi-billion-dollar company. He didn't see failure as an end. He saw it as a lesson, a stepping stone. This mindset shift is everything. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" start asking, "How can I use this?" Every problem comes with an opportunity to learn, to adapt, to get stronger. If a deal falls through, maybe it's a lesson on improving negotiation skills. If a product launch fails, maybe it's feedback on what customers really want. The key is to stop fearing challenges and start using them. The third Stoic principle is detach from outcomes, focus on the process. One of the biggest sources of stress for entrepreneurs is obsessing over results. We want success now. We want our business to grow fast. We want every deal to close, every project to succeed. But the truth is, we can't control outcomes. We can only control our effort. And when we obsess over results, we set ourselves up for stress, disappointment, and burnout. Think about a farmer. He plants seeds, waters them, and takes care of the soil. But can he force the crops to grow overnight? He has to trust the process. He has to focus on what he can do and let nature handle the rest. Business is the same way. You can't force success, but you can show up every day, do the work, and let the results unfold naturally. Warren Buffett, one of the world's richest investors, follows this principle. He never chases quick results. He invests based on long-term thinking, knowing that the stock market will go up and down. He focuses on making smart decisions today, not worrying about tomorrow's fluctuations. This is why he remains calm even during financial crises. He knows that stressing over things he can't control is pointless. If you want to reduce stress in business, shift your mindset. Instead of thinking, "I must succeed now," start thinking, "I will put in the work every day and let success come naturally." Instead of stressing over how fast your business grows, focus on doing great work consistently. Instead of worrying about failure, focus on improving every day. Success is a result of small, consistent efforts, not overnight miracles. The final and most crucial Stoic principle is master your emotions. Stay calm under pressure. In business, things will go wrong. Clients will cancel, employees will quit, projects will fail. But how you react to these moments defines your success. Most people panic, lash out, or make impulsive decisions. But successful entrepreneurs train themselves to stay calm and logical, because the calmer you are, the smarter your decisions will be. One of the best examples of emotional control is Steve Jobs. He was fired from his own company, Apple, but instead of reacting with anger or depression, he stayed calm and focused. He used that time to start new ventures, learn, and grow. Years later, Apple brought him back, and he transformed the company into one of the most valuable brands in the world. If he had let emotions take over, he would have never achieved that comeback. Stoicism teaches that emotions are like storms. They come and go. If you act in the middle of the storm, you will make bad decisions. But if you wait, stay still, and let the storm pass, you will think clearly. Before making any business decision, pause. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, am I thinking logically or emotionally? If you feel angry, stressed, or frustrated, step away and return when your mind is clear. Business requires patience. You will face rejection. You will face failure. But if you stay calm, you will find solutions. If you train yourself to control your emotions, nothing will shake you. You will become unbreakable. That's the Stoic way. So, let's recap. First, control what you can and ignore the rest. Don't waste time on things outside your power. Focus only on what you can do. Second, embrace challenges as opportunities. Every problem is a lesson, a test to make you stronger. Third, detach from outcomes and focus on the process. Success isn't about instant results. It's about showing up every day and doing your best. And fourth, master your emotions and stay calm under pressure. The calmer you are, the better your decisions will be. These 4 Stoic principles can change your business and your life. If you apply them, stress will lose its power over you. You will think clearly, act wisely, and succeed without burnout. In the next part of this video, we'll dive deeper into real-life examples of how entrepreneurs unknowingly use Stoic wisdom to build multi-billion-dollar businesses. So, stay tuned. And if you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. Entrepreneurship is full of challenges, risks, and high-pressure situations. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is how they respond to these challenges. Many of the world's most successful entrepreneurs unknowingly follow Stoic principles to stay calm, make smart decisions, and keep moving forward. In this section, we'll explore 3 powerful real-world examples of Stoicism in action: Jeff Bezos and his controlled thinking, Elon Musk and the Memento Mori mindset, and Warren Buffett's emotional control. These examples will show you how Stoic wisdom can transform the way you run your business and live your life. Let's start with Jeff Bezos. One of the biggest challenges entrepreneurs face is making important decisions under pressure. When emotions take over, people panic, make impulsive choices, and regret them later. But Bezos follows a Stoic principle that helps him think clearly, avoid emotional reactions, and make the best possible decisions. It's called controlled thinking. Jeff Bezos believes that not all decisions are equal. Some are small and reversible, like testing a new marketing campaign or hiring a freelancer. But others are big and irreversible, like launching a new product line or acquiring another company. He calls these Type 1 decisions and Type 2 decisions. Type 1 decisions are big and permanent, so they should be made slowly and carefully. Type 2 decisions are small and reversible, so they should be made quickly without overthinking. This approach prevents him from making rash decisions when the stakes are high. Stoicism teaches that acting in the heat of emotion leads to regret. When we're angry, stressed, or afraid, our thinking becomes clouded. The Stoics believed in pausing, stepping back, and analyzing the situation logically before taking action. Bezos does the same. He never lets panic, pressure, or external noise dictate his decisions. Bezos applies this method every day. Before making a big decision, he asks himself, will this matter in 5 years? If the answer is no, he moves forward quickly. If the answer is yes, he takes his time to think through every possible outcome. This principle of controlled thinking helps him stay calm, make wise choices, and keep Amazon ahead of the competition. Now, let's talk about Elon Musk and the Stoic idea of Memento Mori, a powerful reminder that life is short and death is inevitable. This might sound dark, but it's actually one of the most motivating ideas in Stoicism. The Stoics believed that remembering your mortality helps you focus on what truly matters and stop wasting time on distractions. Elon Musk applies this philosophy in everything he does. He takes huge risks, works relentlessly, and pushes humanity forward because he knows time is limited. He often says, "You could die tomorrow, so why wait?" This mindset drives him to work on ambitious projects like Tesla, SpaceX, and Neuralink, instead of worrying about failures or what people think. Musk knows that many people let fear stop them from taking action. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of uncertainty. But when you remind yourself that one day you won't be here, these fears seem small. You stop waiting for the perfect moment and start taking bold actions now. Imagine if Musk had waited for the right time to start SpaceX. He would have never built reusable rockets, lowered space travel costs, or sent missions to Mars. He applies Memento Mori to push himself and his team beyond limits. He often asks, "If I were to die tomorrow, would I be happy with what I did today?" This is a powerful question for entrepreneurs. Many people waste years waiting for the perfect business idea, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect skill set. But the Stoics teach that there is no perfect time, there is only now. As an entrepreneur, ask yourself, if I knew I had only 1 year left to live, how would I run my business? Would you take more risks? Would you stop fearing failure? Would you focus on what truly matters? This mindset shift eliminates procrastination, removes fear, and gives you the courage to go after your biggest dreams. Now let's move on to Warren Buffett and his mastery of emotional control. In business, emotional decisions often lead to disaster. When people let fear, greed, or panic control their choices, they make costly mistakes. But Buffett follows a Stoic principle that has made him one of the richest and most respected investors in history: the ability to stay calm in any situation. This ability to stay rational while others are emotional is straight out of the Stoic playbook. The Stoics believed that external events don't cause stress. Our reactions do. They trained themselves to stay detached from short-term chaos and focus on long-term wisdom. Buffett does the same. During financial crises, most investors panic and sell their stocks at a loss. But Buffett keeps a clear mind, evaluates opportunities logically, and makes decisions based on facts, not emotions. This is why he has outperformed almost every investor for decades. Entrepreneurs can apply this same principle. Let's say your business is struggling, clients are leaving, revenue is dropping, and you're feeling pressure from every direction. A reactive entrepreneur would panic, make desperate changes, and possibly damage the business further. But a Stoic entrepreneur like Buffett would stay calm, analyze the situation, and make smart, measured decisions based on long-term strategy, not short-term fear. Mastering emotional control is one of the most valuable skills in business. If you let frustration, stress, or fear dictate your actions, you will make poor decisions. But if you train yourself to pause, reflect, and respond logically, you will stay ahead of the game. The next time you feel overwhelmed in business, remind yourself, emotions come and go, but wise decisions last forever. Each of these entrepreneurs unknowingly follows Stoic principles, and these principles have helped them build empires, stay focused, and achieve incredible success. As an entrepreneur, you can apply these same ideas to reduce stress, make better decisions, and create a business that thrives under any circumstances. Entrepreneurship is tough. The pressure, the uncertainty, and the constant problem-solving can leave you exhausted, overwhelmed, and burnt out. Many entrepreneurs start with big dreams, but over time, stress drains their energy and they lose motivation. But what if there was a way to stay mentally strong, no matter what happens in your business? a way to keep your mind clear, focused, and stress-free. The Stoics faced wars, political struggles, and even exile, yet they remained calm, strong, and in control. How? They had mental tools that kept them grounded even in the most difficult situations. In this section, we'll explore 3 powerful Stoic techniques that will help you handle stress, avoid burnout, and build unshakable mental strength. These techniques, journaling for clarity, negative visualization, and daily reflection, have been used by leaders, philosophers, and even modern entrepreneurs to stay mentally sharp and emotionally balanced. Let's start with journaling for clarity. One of the biggest reasons entrepreneurs feel stressed is because their minds are overloaded with thoughts, worries, and decisions. They wake up with a million things to do, and their brains are constantly racing, trying to process everything at once. But when your mind is cluttered, you can't think clearly. That's where journaling comes in. The Stoics, including Marcus Aurelius, used journaling to clear their minds and gain perspective. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most powerful emperors in history, wrote in his private journal every single day. His book, Meditations, was never meant to be published. It was just his way of organizing his thoughts and reminding himself of Stoic principles. He wrote about self-discipline, how to handle criticism, and how to stay calm under pressure. As an entrepreneur, journaling can help you do the same. Instead of keeping all your thoughts trapped in your head, write them down. Every morning, take 5 minutes to list your top priorities for the day. If you're facing a difficult decision, write out your options and possible consequences. If you're feeling frustrated or overwhelmed, write about what's bothering you. Sometimes just putting it on paper helps you see things more clearly. Journaling is not about writing a perfect essay. It's about getting your thoughts out of your head so you can see them from a distance. When you write things down, problems that felt huge suddenly seem smaller. Solutions that were hidden before suddenly become obvious. It's like having a conversation with yourself, but without the emotional noise. Many successful entrepreneurs, including Tim Ferriss and Richard Branson, practice journaling daily. They use it to plan their goals, process their emotions, and reflect on their progress. If you've never tried journaling before, start simple. Just write 1 paragraph every morning. Ask yourself, what is my main focus today? What is one challenge I need to solve? How do I want to feel at the end of the day? Over time, you'll notice that your mind becomes sharper, calmer, and more in control. Now, let's talk about a powerful Stoic exercise called negative visualization. This technique helps you prepare for failure before it happens, so you never panic when things go wrong. Most people live in constant fear of losing their business, failing in their careers, or facing unexpected problems. But the Stoics had a simple approach. Instead of fearing failure, they imagined it happening in advance. This might sound strange. Why would you think about negative things on purpose? Because when you visualize failure ahead of time, you remove its power over you. You stop fearing it. And when problems actually happen, you're mentally prepared. Imagine you're launching a new business. Instead of only thinking about success, ask yourself, what are the worst things that could go wrong? Maybe customers won't like your product. Maybe a competitor will undercut your prices. Maybe you'll run out of money. Now, instead of panicking, plan how you would handle each situation. Marcus Aurelius practiced this every day. He would wake up and remind himself, today I will face obstacles, rude people, and unexpected problems. By preparing for these challenges mentally, he was never caught off guard. When something bad happened, he didn't react emotionally. He had already thought about it and knew what to do. This technique is incredibly useful in business. Warren Buffett, for example, always plans for market crashes. While other investors are shocked and panicked when the economy goes down, Buffett is calm, because he already expected it and prepared his strategy in advance. Elon Musk also uses this principle. He once said, "When I started Tesla and SpaceX, I gave both companies a 10% chance of success." He expected failure from the start, which helped him stay mentally strong even during tough times. When things went wrong, he didn't panic. He simply adjusted and kept going. You can apply negative visualization in your own business. Before a big meeting, ask yourself, what if the client rejects my proposal? What's my backup plan? Before launching a new product, ask, what if sales are lower than expected? How will I respond? When you plan for setbacks in advance, you train your mind to stay calm no matter what happens. And when challenges come, instead of saying, why is this happening to me? Зрение, вы скажете, я ожидал этого. I'm ready. The final Stoic technique is daily reflection, a simple but powerful habit that helps you end each day with clarity, gratitude, and self-improvement. Most people go through life without ever stopping to review their actions and learn from their experiences. But the Stoics believed that reflection is essential for growth. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, used to sit down every night and ask himself, what did I do well today? What mistakes did I make? How can I improve tomorrow? This nightly routine helped him learn from his failures, reinforce his strengths, and keep growing as a person. Even small improvements add up over time. Imagine that every night you identify just one small thing to improve. In a year, you would have 365 improvements. That's a huge transformation. Journaling, negative visualization, and daily reflection are three of the most powerful mental tools you can use as an entrepreneur. They will help you reduce stress, improve clarity, and stay mentally strong no matter what challenges come your way. Let's recap. Journaling helps you clear your mind and make better decisions. Negative visualization helps you prepare for failure in advance, so you never panic when things go wrong. And daily reflection helps you end each day with self-awareness and improvement. If you apply these Stoic techniques, you'll start noticing a huge difference in your mindset. Stress will lose its power over you. You'll become more calm, focused, and resilient. And most importantly, you'll avoid burnout and build a business that grows without destroying your mental health. In the final part of this video, we'll discuss how to develop a Stoic entrepreneur mindset for long-term success. So, stay tuned. And if you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more powerful business wisdom. Success in business is not just about intelligence, hard work, or luck. It's about having the right mindset. The world's greatest entrepreneurs face setbacks, failures, and uncertainty, but what separates them from the rest is their ability to stay calm, focused, and resilient. This is exactly what Stoicism teaches. It gives you the tools to handle stress, make smart decisions, and build a business without losing your peace of mind. We also discuss the importance of embracing challenges as opportunities. Most people run away from difficulties, but Stoics and successful entrepreneurs see obstacles as lessons. They know that failure is not the end, it's just a stepping stone to something bigger. Every challenge is a chance to grow, improve, and become stronger. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? They ask, how can I use this to my advantage? Another key lesson was learning to detach from outcomes and focus on the process. So many entrepreneurs get stressed because they're obsessed with success, money, and results. But the truth is, you can't force results. You can only control your effort. The best way to achieve long-term success is to put in consistent work every day without worrying about immediate rewards. When you focus on doing your best, success follows naturally. We also talked about mastering emotions and staying calm under pressure. Business is full of stressful situations. But the most successful entrepreneurs don't let emotions control them. They take a step back, breathe, and think logically before making any decision. Whether it's Jeff Bezos using controlled thinking, Elon Musk applying the Memento Mori mindset, or Warren Buffett practicing emotional control, all of them unknowingly follow Stoic wisdom to navigate challenges with a clear mind. To avoid burnout and keep your mind sharp, we explored 3 practical Stoic techniques: journaling for clarity, negative visualization to prepare for challenges, and daily reflection to improve every day. These small but powerful habits can help you manage stress, make better decisions, and stay mentally strong no matter what obstacles come your way. Now, the real question is, how will you apply these lessons in your own life? Knowledge is useless without action. If you want to build a business with confidence, focus, and resilience, start using these Stoic principles today. If you found value in this video, make sure to subscribe and comment below with your thoughts. Let's continue this journey together, and I'll see you in the next video.